Virgo, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April 13th to the 19th, 2026. My name's Adina. I'm an intuitive astrologer, and this week you are going through a deep internal transformation. This is not surface level change. This is eighth house activation, which means we are talking about your emotional depth, your attachments, your shared resources, your fears, your intimacy, and your power. This week is asking you to confront what you've been avoiding and to reclaim your energy in the process. We start the week off April 13th with Mars forming a conjunction to Neptune in Aries, which is in your eighth house, while Venus and Taurus in your ninth house forms a sextile to Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th house. And so right away, you're navigating between emotional intensity and expansion. Mars conjunct Neptune in your eighth house can blur emotional boundaries. On the highest level, this is deep healing. This is emotional release, spiritual transformation, and the ability to connect with yourself and others on a profound level. This is surrendering control and allowing something within you to shift. But the shadow expression can be confusion in intimacy, lack of boundaries, feeling emotionally drained, or even dealing with unclear situations around shared finances or trust. This is where things can feel overwhelming if you're not grounded. And so your strategy here is to slow down emotionally. Don't make assumptions. Don't give your energy away without clarity, and protect your boundaries while staying open to healing. Now, at the same time, we have Venus and Taurus, which is in your ninth house, forming a sextile to Jupiter in your 11th house. And this is expanding your perspective. This is support through your beliefs, your vision, and your community. On the highest level, this is you finding meaning in your experiences. This is growth through learning, connection, and aligning with people who support your evolution. The shadow expression, though, can be escaping into future plans or beliefs to avoid dealing with what's happening emotionally in the present. So, your navigation here is to stay grounded in the now while allowing your perspective to expand. Then we get to April 14th, and Mercury enters Aries. This is activating your eighth house even further. And this is where your mind turns toward deeper matters. On the highest level, Mercury here can bring awareness to your emotional patterns, your fears, your attachments, and your financial entanglements. This is powerful for understanding what's really going on beneath the surface. But the shadow expression here, which is what we have to be careful of, is overthinking, obsessing, and getting stuck in cycles of worry or suspicion. And so your strategy here is to observe your thoughts, but don't let them control you. And then we get to April 16th, and this is an intense day for you. We have Mars in Aries forming a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius. And this is activating your eighth house and your sixth house. This is transformation through your daily habits, your work, and your routines. On the highest level, this is you making powerful changes in your life that support your healing. You are taking control of your habits, your health, and your responsibilities in a way that empowers you. But the shadow side is trying to control everything, becoming overwhelmed, or using work as a way to avoid emotional processing. And so your navigation here is to create structure, but not rigidity. Now, at the same time, we're going to have the sun form a conjunction to Chiron and Aries, also in your eighth house. This is deep healing around trust, vulnerability, and emotional wounds. On the highest level, this is you releasing fear and opening yourself to deeper connection and transformation. This is powerful emotional healing, but the shadow side is feeling exposed, feeling unsafe, or reacting from fear instead of trust. So, your strategy here is to move at your own pace. You don't have to rush vulnerability. And then we have Mercury forming a conjunction to Neptune, also in your eighth house. And so this is more attention, more focus, more activations of that deep, intense eighth house energy. This is heightening your intuition, but also confusion around emotional and financial matters. This is not the day to make major decisions about money, contracts, or relationships. Let things settle. Then we get to April 17th, and we have our new moon in Aries, again, also in your eighth house. And this is a new beginning when it has to do with your emotional world, your inner world, your vulnerabilities, your traumas, your fears. This is the reset of your intimacy, your boundaries, your shared resources, and your power. On the highest level, this is you stepping into a more empowered, healed version of yourself. However, the shadow side can be avoiding the deeper work and trying to control the outcomes. So, your navigation here is to set intentions around what you're ready to release and what you're ready to transform. Then we get to April 19th, and everything kind of shifts because the sun enters Taurus, moving into your ninth house. And this brings expansion, growth, and a broader perspective. On the highest level, this is you stepping out of the intensity and into a phase of learning, growth, and forward movement. But the shadow expression can be avoiding the lessons by jumping too quickly into the next thing. And so take what you've learned, those last few days and bring it with you. And then we have the Mars Saturn conjunction in Aries, also in your eighth house. This is deep. This is intense. This is serious. On the highest level, this is discipline in your transformation. This is you setting boundaries, taking control of your emotional world, and building something stable within yourself. But the shadow expression can be feeling restricted, feeling overwhelmed by the depth of what you're processing, and shutting down emotionally. But this is where your power is built. So, Virgo, this week is about transformation through awareness. You are shedding layers, and that's not always comfortable, but it is necessary. And that is always where we grow. This is you reclaiming your power. And so do it with intention. Virgo, I hope this helps you navigate the energy for this week. Let me know in the comments below how you make out. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy my content and align with my energy. And I will connect with you in the next one.